I love coffee. It's Thursday morning, time for Beans and Business. It is Thursday, May 11th. I am tuning in from Grand Rapids, Michigan, at home in my apartment here. And today I want to talk a little bit about the lawsuit, the big news. This is actually a week old news now, but the decision didn't come through until the afternoon. So I would have talked about this last week on Beans and Business, except for it was still pending. And what am I talking about? What is he talking about? I'm talking about copyright infringement lawsuits. And the biggest one right now, the one that was settled in the last week, is that the children of the co-writer of Marvin Gaye's song "Let's Get It On" were suing Ed Sheeran because of a song that he wrote. And when you put the songs side by side and listen to them, they're not the same tempo, they're not the same key, they don't have the same lyrics, and they don't have the same melody. But they share a similar progression, right? Not in the same key, not the same chords, but a similar progression. And what that means in musical terms is that in musical scales, there are 12 notes, and there are essentially 8 steps to get there. There are 7 chords, if you will. It's really not a lot. But as we know with math, with just those few numbers, there are an infinite number of possibilities, right? And so what this lawsuit was basically coming down to is, does Marvin Gaye's co-writer's children own the right to the building blocks of popular music? Huge question. Absolutely huge question. And one of the things that they pointed to was look, here's Ed Sheeran doing a mashup, which is a very popular thing now. They take 2 songs that kind of sound similar and put them together, or maybe they don't sound similar at all, but you put them together. That's called the mashup, right? And so acknowledging that these songs sound similar is not proof that you stole one from the other, but that was supposedly their smoking gun. That was their proof that he had stolen it, because these songs sound similar. So long story short, the court got it right. The jury got it right this time. And they agreed that while these songs have similar properties, there's no proof that Ed Sheeran stole this song. Okay, so a copyright infringement lawsuit does not necessarily mean that the songs are similar and you can sue somebody. You have to be able to prove that they stole it from you. A far more difficult thing, because most pop music sounds pretty similar. And on a related note, this conversation has come up a number of times where people have reached out to me about copywriting their material because they're scared of this kind of thing. I don't want Ed Sheeran to steal my songs. And let me tell you something right now. The best thing that could happen to you is that Ed Sheeran would steal your songs and go out and make $1 million from it. Because if it's your song and he stole it and you can prove it, then you are entitled to that money. But if you shut that down before the money is there, you get nothing, right? So the best thing that could happen is that they steal your song, they have a huge hit, they generate lots of money, and then you get that money back through a lawsuit. However, you can't just sue somebody because their song sounds similar to yours. You have to have proof that they stole it, which is a much, much more difficult thing to do. And because they were not able to provide proof that Ed Sheeran had stolen this music from Marvin Gaye, we are all allowed to write songs that contain those chords and those notes. So congratulations to Ed Sheeran, congratulations to songwriters everywhere. And for anybody out there that is curious more about this, there's a lot of information online and none of it makes any sense. Creators just want to create. We just want to write songs. We don't want to be restricted by, does this sound like a Marvin Gaye song? Does this sound like an Ed Sheeran song? I don't think about that when I'm writing. I just write the song, and then I finish the song, and I go show it to people. And if they say it sounds like this, well, then that's, that is what it is. That's because popular music is built with these building blocks, these notes and these chords that we all use in our songwriting process. So that's it for today. That's all I wanted to talk about, is this huge sigh of relief that songwriters everywhere are feeling right now, that hopefully some of these copyright infringement lawsuits will go away. Now, that's not to say that there aren't valid reasons to sue somebody, Puff Daddy definitely stole the Sing song, right? Vanilla Ice definitely stole the David Bowie and Queen song, right? That you got to ask for permission if you're going to use the music. But having songs that sound similar doesn't mean that you stole it. Hey, that's it for today. I will see you next Thursday and every Thursday right here in Beans and Business.